All right, I typically don't do this. Like after I do one video post, I typically don't do another one. But for some reason, this is kind of here, so let me go ahead and give you this. There's so many people, primarily women, looking for or in search of this marriage concept, to be married, and all of the beauty that goes with that. Because I know people have like these wedding ideas that pretty much pop up right when they see that. So, or when they think about that. And I want to say that marriage implies commitment. And first of all, it is very possible to be committed to something or someone without having all of the logistics, I guess, that people need that make them feel like they've made this major step in their life. For those who do it, beautiful. Especially if you can do it and stay in it, I think that that's an amazing thing. But just a simple example. You have jobs and you put in an application and you go and you fulfill the duties of that job. That is a commitment. Um, for parenting sakes, you bear children and you have to be there on time. Recitals and tryouts and just all of these other things, just life in general. And you're committed to that. You try to do your best to be there. Not necessarily because you of the stigma of obligation, but also because you know that that is what you do. That's your personal assignment, and don't take assignment as a negative thing. So there's like this big omnibus like energy that's associated with marriage that people feel like they have to have it. They have to do it in order to feel like they have that bada bing, right? And I want to say to you, it's not required to feel committed. You can be committed to someone in a relationship. Now, for those who get it and for the reasons that they choose it, all right, but it's not. Like, you don't need all of that to feel committed. And sometimes the person that you need to be committed to first is yourself, your spiritual self, your higher self, the God in you, the God up above, however you answer that. But you have to be committed to that first. And a lot of people have a problem with that commitment. So if your this alignment is off, then how can you get this? This represents Earth, right? Earth realm, and that represents the spirit realm. So if you can't get that, and I use that as there's two versions of that. Some people call that the cross, and it is. It could be the crossroads of life, or it could be the cross for your religious belief. Your horizontal and your vertical relationship is how I learned it. Either way, this is life, and that's spiritual. And when you have those two balance, if you draw around the points, you will find a circle, and that circle represents life. And each part of those segments are broken up into 4 points, and the 4 points becomes north, south, east, and west of yourself. All right, and or of life. Okay, and when you really get into it and you start dealing with grids and spheres, which is how we're supposed to live our life, like a beautiful sphere, like the earth revolves, we're supposed to do that. It gets pretty intricate. So I want to say to you that the self commitment is very, very, very important. And to get that in order to be ready for the next um, is very, it's key, it's essential, all right? So don't worry so much about the external commitments. Let's try to get that first one, which is yourself and your identities of whatever. Get that together, and then all of the rest will be easy breezy. Chizzow.